We begin in the US, where President Donald Trump has signed a travel ban to stop people from 12 countries from entering the United States. The proclamation, which is similar to an executive order, also partially restricts people from 7 other nations, including some in Asia. The 12 countries affected are Afghanistan, Chad, the Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Myanmar, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. He also said he was partially restricting and limiting the entry into the US of nationals from an additional 7 countries. They are Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. President Trump spoke about some of his reasoning behind the move.
The recent terror attack in Boulder, Colorado, has underscored the extreme dangers posed to our country by the entry of foreign nationals who are not properly vetted, as well as those who come here as temporary visitors and overstay their visas. We don't want them.
Our North America correspondent, Jake Kwan, has the latest from Washington.
President Trump said this proclamation will go into effect next week on Monday. So if you do not already have a visa, if you do not already have a refugee status, you will be restricted from entering the country. And President Trump promises that this measure will protect Americans from future terrorist attacks or any kind of threat on American lives. And he actually pointed out the Colorado attack, where a man who was staying in America, according to the White House, illegally had thrown a Molotov cocktail at a group of protesters as one of the reasons to introduce this kind of travel ban. However, there's no explanation of the fact that Egypt, where the suspect of the Colorado bombing is from, Egypt was not included in this list of countries. So there's some inconsistency there, as well as there is the question of how long can this proclamation stay. In the first time he did this in 2017, the proclamation of travel ban, which he dubbed Muslim ban, which slapped against majority Muslim countries, was bogged down in the American court system, facing multiple challenges in different courts across America, and that it had to be amended multiple times before it was eventually held up by the Supreme Court. So it faced a lot of challenges the first time, and it is expected to face similar challenges the second time, including political and legal.
Jake, I'm really glad you mentioned the last time Trump did this in his first administration, because that caused a lot of people a lot of problems rather for people, perhaps people who were Iranian originally, who still had the passport but living in America. I mean, what's the response likely to be to this latest travel ban?
In a way, some describe this proclamation as a more savvier, more strategic version of his first term's Muslim ban. I mean, this proclamation was not a surprise. One of his day one executive order actually asked a review of different countries around the world that has consistently high number of people overstaying their visa, or maybe pose a threat to America by having a big terrorist presence, as well as looking at countries that does not have a central government that is strong enough to vet the people's identity that is traveling to America. So the first time that this travel ban was introduced, the reason it was defeated in the courts was that it seemed to discriminate against a certain religion, which is the Islam. This time, this proclamation does not include such language. So it is expected to fare better in the court system. It seems that President Trump and the White House had learned the lesson from the first time. Another difference from the first proclamation is that that one was supposed to last maybe 60 days or 90 days. This time, it does not have an end date. They say that after a certain period, there will be a review of whether it should stay or not. But for now, this is expected to stay indefinitely.